Welcome to Studio 90 from the FC Dallas Stadium Complex in Frisco, Texas, where 8 teams have now booked a ticket to Houston, earning a place in the 2011 and 12 Development Academy Finals. Heading into match day 3 of the U17-18 division, no team had secured their place, and while some handled their competition comfortably, others needed every last minute to advance. In Group 5, FC Dallas completed another impressive run, winning all 3 games by shutout. The 3-0 win against Sockers FC qualified Dallas for its 4th consecutive appearance in Finals Week.
We set this as our goal at the beginning of the season, and then for us to get into the playoffs against such a quality field, have a very difficult bracket, and then perform very well in all 3 games, not conceding a goal, we're ecstatic.
I just feel like we were very well prepared for this. We knew what was going to happen. Our defense, we've been working hard all year, had the most shutouts we've ever had this year, and we kept the ball well the whole playoff run, and I think we just did very well as a team.
Solar held their fate in their own hands in Group 7, needing only a draw to qualify for Finals Week. They did one better, scoring 3 goals within the first 15 minutes to cruise to a comfortable 3-1 win.
Since the academy started, this is our first shot as a club to nationals, and I'm speechless. I don't know what to say.
It's amazing. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and I know our team's going to take full advantage of it, so we're excited.
8 years of being a select soccer player, going through this whole process, and 90% of them are going to college in August. So what a way to finish this and playing in front of our club. Lots of our teams are out here supporting the kids, and it's just a dream come true for these boys. And this is a tough deal to get to the final 8. It's a big accomplishment.
1, 2, 3, start, Chelsea! Yeah. Jump, boy!
Inaugural champions Baltimore-based Chelsea also went 3-0 in the playoffs, using a 75th minute goal to push past PDA 2-1 and finish on top of Group 8.
This is their year. This is a good opportunity for them to get that national championship I think they deserve. So they're playing well, they're motivated. We got to get back to work for these next 3 weeks and get ready for Houston.
This year we're going in confident. We know there's going to be a lot of great teams down there, and if we want to win, we're going to have to work hard the next 2 weeks to get better and better. So we know down here, we were good, but we weren't good enough to beat it down there. So it's going to be hard. We always get excited when we go to this point because we've been playing for it all year, and I think we deserve it.
Needing a victory to guarantee advancement and facing a possible tie-breaking penalty shootout with Empire United, Colorado Rapids scored in the 90th minute to snatch a 2-1 victory against Dallas Texans.
We had a couple counters that we didn't quite finish, and that one just worked out, and I just thank God I put it away, kept my composure. It feels amazing.
They didn't quit. They had plenty of opportunities to quit and lay down, and we knew the score in the other game. We knew at the end that we had to win. We couldn't settle for a draw, and they just found a way to dig it out.
Sometimes you got to look your opponent in the eye and say, we're going to get it done, and today you got to do it.
So the final 8 teams are set for the 2011 and 12 Development Academy Finals Week in the U17-18 division. 6 of the 8 teams will appear in their first Finals Week in this age group, including all 4 in Group 1, plus Solar Chelsea and Chivas USA. They join 2011 runners-up FC Dallas and 4-time finalists Baltimore-based Chelsea. With U17-18 action now complete, it's time for the younger players to get their shot at the final group matches, with every position in Finals Week still there for the taking. Here's a look at the scenarios for each group in the U15-16 division. Castle Chelsea FC are in the pole position in Group 1, with a win or a draw sufficient to secure a place in Finals Week. Only a victory against the group leaders would see New York Red Bulls through to Houston. A host of scenarios exist for either Pateadores or Dallas Texans to advance from Group 2, as each team sits on 4 points. A win by one team and anything less from the other would push the victors onto Houston. 3 teams are in the hunt in the tightly contested Group 3, with Charlotte Soccer Academy and Vancouver Whitecaps on 4 points and South Carolina United Battery sitting just behind on 3. Even the goal differential remains close, which means anything could happen on Friday. The Group 4 finale sees an all-MLS Academy matchup between Real Salt Lake and Chicago Fire. Real Salt Lake holds the top spot in the standings based on goals scored, and only a loss to Chicago would remove them from the mountaintop. There's another barn burner in Group 5, as all 4 teams could wind up even-steven after 3 matches, and there's loads of permutations in the tiebreakers. Shattuck St. Mary's carries in a slight edge with a +2 goal differential lead over Crew, but the reality is that the group remains wide open. DC United holds the cards in Group 6, a victory against Colorado Rush guaranteeing a spot in Finals Week. Anything less, and the combination of results could see DC the LA Galaxy or Concord Fire finding their way through. In Group 7, PA Classics are in the driver's seat, as 3 points would clinch a place for the team in finals week. A tie or loss opens the door for either Arsenal FC or Weston FC to claim the top spot, those teams squaring off on Friday morning. And finally, in Group 8, it's St. Louis Scott Gallagher who will dictate terms, holding 4 points after 2 matches and needing a win against second-place PDA to be sure of a spot in Houston. PDA is right on their heels, and a win would give them a fantastic chance to advance. After a 10-month season and thousands of matches, by Friday's end, the 16 teams will be set who will compete for the right to be called the 2011-12 Development Academy champions. That's it for this edition of Studio 90. Thanks for watching.